time talking about art markets. First, welcome to the new year. Hi! I started doing art markets about 6 months ago now because I started in June 2025 and it is now January 2026, which is crazy! We survived, we made it, and now I'm here to give you all the things I learned. And also to do a realistic market after the holidays. First off, top 3 things I learned. 1, your setup does not need to be insane. It can be very minimal. Know your area. If you're doing Artist Alley for 3 days straight, a whole weekend, feel free to go crazy with the whole cube system and decorations and all that jazz. If you're setting up for a 4-hour market, exactly, don't do that. Have a nice simple 6-foot table max setup. If you can't fit everything, that's okay. You can expand it. But for the most part, just keep it simple. Keep it easy. If you have a cart, try to keep it where your whole setup fits in that cart for like a one-trip deal. You'll be so thankful for that. Number 2, you have a table. You have a bunch of room under the table. Use it. I got giant storage bins, and when I set up my table, anything that I don't need on my table goes in that bin and it goes under my table, and it's perfect, and it's hidden by the tablecloth that you put on top. Do it. It's great. It's wonderful. Makes your setup look more clean. I know it's a very basic thing, but it's one I didn't think of, so thought I'd say it. And number 3, paying for a market is not a bad thing, and sometimes it is a good thing, and there are different price ranges for markets. Do your research. I did a market where taboo fee is $70, which some people think is insane and other people think it's a deal depending on your area. I'm in Florida, so that's my area. The first time I did that market, I made $500 profit, so like, I also have a market that I paid $35 for, and I made $25. So what I learned is that unless I know for a fact that the foot traffic is like guaranteed to be amazing, I just don't bother with markets that are $35 or so dollars. I pay to have the almost guaranteed foot market, an established market that people know exists and they know to come to, or that's in a location that people are already going to be at. That $70 market I told you about is right at the beach, where there's a bunch of beach parking, so people are guaranteed to be there because they're going to the beach. Research your markets and identify the appropriate cost you're willing to pay and why. I have discovered free markets though, hosted by this beautiful person here, and I just did one yesterday that we're going to talk about today. This market was located at Bold Bean. It was a free market. That means that there's almost no guarantee of foot traffic. There is advertisement because this person is absolutely amazing, the person that runs it. And the location of this market was at a popular coffee place in the morning, so foot traffic guaranteed. This market was Saturday at Bold Bean, and it ran from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I got there at 9:30 a.m. and I was fully set up at 9:53 a.m. And that's when I started writing down all my notes so I could tell you guys about it. At 10:18 a.m. I had made $49, which is crazy. A little girl bought a small kitty I made with Parfait Chunky, and a soon-to-be grandmother bought my Mewtwo snuggler because it looked like a cute little kitty snuggler, and she bought a strawberry drink cozy. Woo-hoo. Another little girl with cash came and bought a little elephant and a weighted chicken for $25. So at 10:30 a.m. I had $74. Wow. At 10:52 a.m. someone bought a poppet mushroom and a strawberry for $17.20. Therefore, by 11 a.m. I had $91.20. Woo-hoo. Of course, being a coffee shop, the traffic died after 12 p.m. The morning is usually when everyone got there, so that's when the sales start to die off, which I completely expected. At 11:25 a.m. someone bought the Wednesday doll I made for $30. Thus, at 11:30 a.m. I had $121.20. My cat is scratching the scratch post. I then had that same total at 1 p.m. And then my friend Heatherly Blooms came by to see me. And then she bought 2 things from me, and I tried to give her it for free, and she's like, no, I refuse. And so I gave her the discount where I took $5 off of everything she bought. So she bought 2 things for a total of $10. So at the end of my entire market, which ended at 2 p.m., I had a total of $131 made from this market. Woo! This is realistic. This is after the holidays. This is like right at the New Year's. People are spent. The economy is awful. Don't compare yourself to people that are making $1,000 to $3,000 at every market they go to, because that's probably false. Any money you gain and make at a market is money that you did not have and something you should be proud of. And so I'm proud of my $131 that I got at that market. And again, pack up was a breeze because I could fit everything in one cart. So please, at small markets like this, where you're not guaranteed to make a bunch of money like you would at possibly a convention or an artist alley, if you're just at a pop-up market, keep your booth small. It is so much more worth it for your time and your energy. And it can still look cute because my setup looked cute. Oh, I got before and after shots. So here's what my booth looked like before the market started and after the market ended. And also, if you could see from the video, I did do a 20% off discount for in-person markets because most people would love a deal at in-person markets, is what I found. You don't have to discount your work at artist alleys or conventions, but at pop-up markets, I do recommend running an in-person discount. It just incentivizes people to buy things from your booth because they feel excited about getting a discount. And also it's just a fun little thing to have, like, oh, look, I got this sign. And then it's also fun when you have little kids come up to your booth and then you get to teach them about discounts because they're like, how much is this? And it's like, oh, this is $10, but 20% off is $8. And they get so excited. And then they run to their parents and they explain the discount to their parents. And then their parents are like, that's a good deal. Anyway, I had a blast. I want to tell you guys about it, and I hope that you can take away anything from this video, and also just thank you for spending time with me. I hope you guys have an amazing 2026, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!